Do you even clean your case? That's an important distinction to make there. You probably do. Oh, hi, Narwin. Narwin. It doesn't rain inside my house. It won't help dust inside my house. You got a problem if it rains inside your house. That's true, I guess. It would make it less dusty outside. It's not dusty outside. I mean, it's Florida. It's not really dusty, but like the inside dust is like, you know, not sand dust. It's like dead skin dust, and there's a large quantity of it for some reason. My computer basically does burst into flames. Where's my controller? Here it is. This processor is just absurd, and it really shouldn't be used in this kind of climate, because it already runs hot. If you don't know what I have an FX 8320 that's pretty seriously overclocked. And it gets really hot, and it's like right next to my leg, which is why I have, you know, severe heat exhaustion when I stream. I don't have, well, it does get pretty hot and I sweat, but that's beside the point. It's toasty. Oh yeah, Rev's pink. Rev is a very manly color. Pulled air from the back. What? Is there any GPU that pulls air from the back of the case? I know there's ones that the blower designs that blow air out the back. I just cleaned my case, so it is running cooler, but it's still hot. I would love to have like something like an H100, H105, H100i, whatever variation of that. Primarily just to get the heat away from the processor a little bit better. That won't make my room any cooler, I don't think. It might, I don't know. I kind of don't think that's how that works, but it would at least pull the heat away from the processor a bit. I think everyone measures computer temperatures in Celsius. At least everyone that I talk to. I don't think you should measure in Fahrenheit. I don't think you should be like, my computer is 190 degrees. You what? Your computer shouldn't be running at 190 degrees. Everyone's changing colors, by God. Oh, you did the box fan thing? I have yet to actually have to do the box fan thing. I'm actually quite glad I haven't had to do the box fan thing. Fahrenheit is witchcraft. It's also because computers actually show Celsius by default. Celsius is a better system than Fahrenheit. Technically, metric in general is a better system than Imperial, but we use Imperial here, so... sorry. We burned witches over her. We burn witches over her. We're either ghetto or burning witches over other witches. It gets a 115? Jesus. Where do you live? That's probably dry heat, but still. Jesus. You know, Burn looks like Bum to me as well. I'm also mostly blind, but still. I saw a, oh, that's, yeah, you live in the desert. I forgot about that. Never mind. I saw a picture of someone. They didn't do the box fan thing, but they did something very similar. They took off the side of their case and they got a bunch of 120mm fans and zip tied all of them together and then zip tied that to the case. So it was a giant wall of 120mm fans, which probably works better than a box fan, but that was ridiculous looking. Hey, Jake. Jakey. You love bumming witches. That sounds pretty accurate, Rev, to be fair. I'm supposed to be naming this person after Sarah, I believe. I like this dude's mustache. Also, I'm the worst at flirting. Do I want a drink? Do I ever? I'll take your drink. Wait, what? This is everyone just type FF9, yay. It's an exciting day. Hello, woman at the counter. That's your name, right? Your name is woman at the counter, it says right there. Helga? No. Give me the name thing, there we go. And I think this is supposed to be Sarah, if I recall from the request, so we're gonna name that Sarah. Sure. How you been, Sarah? You have a tail. Hope you're happy, Mr. Dragoon. Technically Mrs. Dragoon at this point, but whatever. Moomin already has a character. Is Queen? No, we have 3 more to name. You people keep confusing me with the number of people that need to be named. Admittedly, 2 of them come extremely late in the game, but bollocks, whatever. Don't get too excited there, it's just names, man. Also, I don't think Rev ever actually answered when he was streaming, so I'm gonna assume all the time. I like how everyone likes Nipgasm's name. I see why. May you have a character? No. That's not allowed? We are not doing custom names for characters? So much dialogue, man. Just let me go back out and complain about random encounters instead of complaining about dialogue. Apparently, I don't have a 3DS to play it with, but apparently Bravely Default has an option for how frequent random encounters are, and you can turn them completely off, which is like the greatest feature I've ever seen in an RPG. I think it also has a bunch of other options, like how much you get from each encounter and stuff like that, but I'm not certain on those. I've just been told apparently there's an option to remove random encounters, which is great. You have any mods or vanilla version of FF9? This is base FF9. I was gonna do a modded version, but I have decided against said modded version. Mostly because it was unnecessarily difficult. Suddenly, lovely lady at a pub story. What does guac mean? It means guacamole. Seriously though, that dialogue. I think after here we go... Is it east or north? We have to go through, like, cave system, and then we come out next to Burmecia. Then we do that whole story, and then we go up, like, the Tree of Life. I don't think it's the Tree of Life, but we go up through the tree, and then Sandstorm, and then Imperial, and then Sweet Summon animation, I think is the thing. Wow. Good job, Moomin. I like how you're like expecting a legitimate answer for an onomatopoeia, basically. I think that's an onomatopoeia. That's also a great word. I think that's like my favorite word to just say. Out of every word that I can pronounce, onomatopoeia is probably the best. I enjoy that greatly. I never get to use it though. Go find yourself a cute girl, Moomin. You've already found... Nope, never mind, we're doing this bollocks again. I wish that these weren't mandatory. I wish it was like an optional thing you could bring up, because I'm not going to do this crap. Today I'm going to talk about nothing. TY, see you later. I believe synthesis is actually why you would want a bunch of daggers from the first town, because I think you can synthesize them into something that is much better, but onomatopoeia has too many syllables. That's why I like it, because it has a bunch of quick syllables. Syllables. Syllables? Yeah, why not? You're more impressed that he can spell it? It's... To be honest, you can kind of spell it out by pronunciation. I think this just tells you some bollocks. Bobo birds? What? Bobo? Bobo 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 bobo? That was a great cartoon. It was... No, it wasn't. That was like the weirdest cartoon I've ever seen. Or anime or whatever it was. Bobo birds are symbols of good fortune. Okay. It's just the end guy I don't need to talk to. Active time event. I think this is where we learn about Hall's infatuation of pickles. Not just any kind of pickle, though. He only goes for the largest and smelliest of pickles. I don't date bums. Oh. Just, alright. That was quite the shutdown there. What are these things? By God. Oop, I skipped dialogue. Whatever, no one will care. There was a guac in FF9. There were many guacs in FF9. You like the new screen setup? That's just because the game is 4:3 and I felt like putting something on the side. Is there anything in town we need to do specifically? We need to get this active time event is what we need to do. This nut! With Hall's infatuation with pickles and Moomin's infatuation with nuts. Smelly pickles. But the nuts smell good. Pickles not so much. It's unusual. Oh, right, we have the Festival of the Hunt bollocks. I forgot about that. A Koopa nut? Aw, Alice, you're so kind. Alright. It's nothing odd with liking nice smelling things. That's, you know, I guess so. I could take it that way, I suppose. I don't actually want to be here, I don't think, right now. I actually don't know where I want to be specifically. Not there, apparently. Can I go in this building? No. I've forgotten how to do things. I'll buy some, except I can't buy some. There's chests in this town, I'm pretty sure. Chests with items in them. There they are. I think there might be a few more, but I just remember those. Any plans on playing Dark Souls 2 in the future? Maybe. I don't own it still. So it's not going to be anytime soon. I believe Avak is still doing a playthrough. Kraken is doing stuff for it. Plump Helmet Punk, I think, is still doing Dark Souls 2. Who else is doing Dark Souls 2? Can't remember. That's all I can remember right now. In the church place thing, there's a chest. Is there? Is it up here? There we go. Leather plate! Way to screw up Kappa like 74 times. What do you have to say, sir? Sir, thank you. It is life. The festival of the hunt is love. The festival of the hunt is life. So we got that. We can't go in there. Is there anything else in this district that I have any remote interest in? Isn't the... Where are the action figures? Isn't there shops here? Or is that another district that I'm thinking of? If you type a slash without a space or a dot or some other symbol in front of it, it takes it as a command. Which the only commands it knows are like /mod and crap like that. You're so confused by the white hat. Show me the white hat. A flower pot. Grandma Potpourri is selling pots. Fairly logical. Here's the shops. Do you have anything I want to buy? Probably not. I can buy a bunch of daggers. I already have a mithril dagger. I already have one of those. I could buy a fork. to eat this delicious food out of the pot that I bought from Grandma Potpourri there. Potpourri. I don't have a linen curse, so we're gonna buy that for now. If you start the message with a dot, Twitch eats the message. That happens in IRC. It shouldn't happen in the like website chat unless they changed it. Because for whatever reason the IRC uses dots for commands as well, which is weird. Let's top up on potions. It's probably a bit more than I should have bought, but I bought that much, so bollocks to you. We don't need tits. There was an, no, the weapon and armor shop are the same place. What am I on about? Both chats use dots? Oh. I always just put a space, so it's kind of irrelevant. Spaghetti and meatballs. You're eating spaghetti and meatballs at your desk. Good lord. So we can synth the butterfly sword. Am I using the mage masher? I shouldn't be. Or shouldn't need to. No, we're done with that. And that sword is amazing, but I would like an ogre rather than the butterfly sword. I would like a cotton robe, but I cannot afford a cotton robe and an ogre. I would like many things. Yeah, when they start trimming spaces, I guess that'll be a problem. I want many things. I want the boots, I want the scarf, I want the buckle, I want the robe, and I want the ogre. And I need another mage masher for that. Well, let's go ahead and get a robe here. Run back to the shop real quick, see if we can sell anything, maybe. I shouldn't have bought so many potions. God dang it. What did Vintic post? Hold on. Moderators of this room. Oh, Martin is a mod. Who the heck is George Venus? Oh, I know who George is. Never mind. I know who George is. Or what was I doing? Selling stuff. I need to buy a Mage Masher, so let's get that out of the way. And I need at least 700. I guess I could sell off duplicates of stuff, but like I don't know if I'm gonna. Let's just sell off duplicates. We'll keep the leather wrist. That gives us 646. I need slightly more, dang it. There we go. Who's George? Head of TGN. Or, well, used to be head of TGN. I don't know where he's buggered off to at this point. Who is this guy who's moderating my chat? Well, you know, if you're there one time and then I never see you again, probably going to be slightly confused. I should have just taken the Mage Masher off of him. I'm an idiot. Whoops-a-daisy. Either way, we can get Bandit or Soul Blade, and I'd rather have Soul Blade right now. So I'd rather have the feathered hat. You can keep that on. Chakra. Why can't he? Oh, chakra is for someone else. Never mind. Alright. That's all we're gonna get for right now, so bollocks to it. You're making lasagna. I love lasagna. I like spaghetti too, but I don't like meatballs. I like spaghetti with like the meat mixed in. I don't know how to explain that, but whatever. You know what I mean. Just mix the meat in and call it spaghetti. You're good. That's how I like it. I don't know where I just flew, but we're flying somewhere. This is what happens when you mash A all the time? Should probably trim down my mods. There's actually, to be honest, there's no reason to trim down my mods, because, you know, the ones I would trim down don't even come anymore, so that's kind of irrelevant. I can't make them come anymore. Sir, I appear to be lost. Can you help me? Spaghetti with a meat sauce. Yes, there you go. I knew someone was going to do it, that's why I said it. A bright future awaits us all. That's how the old man laughs, by the way. Probably more crackly, but I gotta keep my pristine voice in functioning condition. Can't be doing all crackly nonsense. No, I'm joking. Apparently there's a side quest involved in this town that no one knew about for many, many, many years. Involving the people in this building that's over yonder this way. I won't be doing it because it's kind of trivial, and basically every time you run back here without triggering a cutscene, I think, per run back, you get a different person that shows up over here. Not right there, I think right here. But it's kind of trivial, that's basically all it is. And then I think you get a chest that has something in it at the end, but it's not something I'll be doing. You can look it up if you want. I don't know what it's called, but, you know. It's a thing that happens. You could smell someone making sexual innuendo talk. Hey, there's our Garnet doll. We need to take that Garnet doll with us for protective reasons. Apparently I got a vasectomy. This is news to me, but sure. Please understand. We have to rescue the princess from another castle. There's a theme going here. Hello, Bunce. Why would you name your child Bunce? Yay! We found a thing on the floor. You shall not pass. Dun dun dun. You request a lot of days off work for books. You should go see her. Good luck. Go see her in her bedroom. in the castle. Before we do that, though, let's grab all these chests, and then we'll go grab a different chest in the castle.